Hi Sages, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence if you want to take a screenshot. So you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes or symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Sages, thank you for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and of course allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I'm going to be doing something a little different today, reading your ink blot from this perspective, and another video in March, like an early and an end, little bookends. We'll revisit from the other perspective. As well, I have your, copper coin, and we'll use this at the end for a yes or no question, should you have one. All right? I'm going to take a moment here, Sages, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's go. I am going to scribe along the way, but also put the final image probably at the end of March on Instagram, should that please you. You have a lot of metallics, but it feels, it's almost like the grounded and the gold, if I may, or like levels, if I was looking like grounded earth and the gold of your higher self, like the human and higher self. They're very metallic-y. It's almost as if they're communicating in sparkles, with sparkles. I don't know if there's anyone seeing a lot of orbs or say just working with spirit a lot and seeing them in orbs or flashes or sparks. Maybe ideas are coming to you. It feels really pretty. It feels pretty. Almost as if as well, there's something in the belly of your being. So there's this higher self conversation that is happening, and it's in gold. I'm not sure if it'll pick it up. And then if I come down here, and what I was referring to is the belly, they're having another conversation. Again, it's this very human and higher self interaction. I don't know if maybe you're pregnant, looking to birth something, but I'm not gonna lie, it feels like guts in my guts, listening to my guts. I got guts. Sages got guts in this higher self, and it's all very metallic and sparkly. Sages, take a deep breath into that. There is something. It's almost like as if I can see you when you're mulling or contemplating, meditating, whatever the case may be. Maybe you're just out and about, but you know you have a subconscious sidebar happening. Oh, there's something very mystical about it. And it's being drawn here. And it I feel like I'm being choked all of a sudden, Sages. Oh, what an awkward feeling. And maybe if you are feeling like in the throat, maybe that's interesting. Something about the throat to express it even to yourself, like talking to yourself, like how I do in the car, like if I'm going to get a coffee or, run errands, this, that, or the other. And I talk to myself in the car, like I check in and I talk it out. Just to verbalize it and give it a vibration. And that vibration, I can feel, but then it's like that sparkle of the metallic, like it comes out a little bit. And I'm like, ooh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe don't watch your words in a hesitancy. Maybe for some that might be the applicable place for it. But others, it's like, your words are magic. Spirits and spell work. Because even if this is in the most corporate, endeavor, too creative, of course, or companionship, of course, if you're new to me, those channels are yours. I forgot what I was going to write down. Words are magic. It's like your words are spellbound or magic words. Okay, I'm going to carry on here and wander down a little bit. Something's taking flight. Something, how I'm seeing it anyway. And it's in the, excuse me, the earthly land. So something is being brought about into fruition. Feel like you might also be, if anyone's on a cusp, I feel like you're really utilizing, I'm going to use the word duality, but it's a bridge is how I'm sensing it. Again, that human to higher self, the guts to your glory. It's like these attributes, the reasoning of being a cusper perhaps, is again like another sidebar. There's another little something happening on the sidebar. Sidebars come up a few times in my language regarding something, so maybe you are a lawyer or in a relationship, companionship, there's something going on the side. I don't know, maybe just check in. I'm back into a throat aspect here. And it has to do with the neck, and there's all these rings. Is it African culture? Or there might be a specific tribe that does this to lengthen the neck. And there's all these rings. But I'm seeing it like a slinky. Whoop, a slinky. And it like stretches out and it retracts. And when a slinky gets a kink and then it can't quite... That's what it almost feels like. There's a space somewhere. I feel like that's what you're working out, or some sages are, especially if it has to do with this spiritual gift of sorts, or bridging your gut and your glory. And you're like, okay, what's the bridge? What's the bridge? I almost want to say like, just because I'm seeing for me, it's like a frightening bridge. It's like one of those wood slat bridges. It's kind of wavering in the wind. And maybe that's just a perception of whatever this is. I don't know if you can hear that, but my neighbor's running his quads. So I apologize. Just take one step. Instead of looking at the whole bridge, just take one step. Yeah, because I'm seeing like at some point in time you might like hang out. You might just pause, take a seat, and like gaze at the scenery beneath you, like not missing the excitement and the anxiety that could be a little bit mixed up. Or like that fine line. It could be that space in between. I'm also seeing, interesting, I think it was Men in Black. I don't know which one in the movie, but there's one where it might be Johnny Knoxville, but I'm not entirely sure, and that's not the point, where he has like another alien being coming out of his neck and they talk. Yeah, that's what that is. And I can't remember the context of it in the movie, but that's how it's showing me. But they're face to face. So maybe like you're of two minds about something, or you're not, trying to talk yourself in or talk yourself out. I go to the space of the slinky and I'm like, hold on, is this kink telling me something? I kind of want to contemplate there, sages. I want to contemplate there. I'm not going to lie. I want to contemplate. Okay, and I'm in the clouds now. I'm in a painting. It's acrylic painting. And yeah, it's bringing me into the movie What Dreams May Come. Somebody might have lost somebody. I'm seeing a bridge here. And they've crossed over. So if I'm looking at this like acrylic, it reminds me of acrylic painting. And there's this canoe, this bridge. Somebody may have lost somebody by someone who has, or had, possibly taken their own current incarnation. But they're reaching for the light. It's very, very subtle in here, and this message may not be for everybody, but I'm gonna follow the rabbit hole, if I may. They went to the white light through their darkness. And when I say darkness, my neighbor is like crazy doing stuff. He normally doesn't until the afternoon. So I apologize if you can hear it, but gratitude as well for your support. But again, see like engines growling and running and high octane. There's a wishbone in there as well, a wishbone. Okay, the spirit reached for the light. It's like whatever this tower, and when I say tower, I'm seeing it like a hydro tower. When they bridged off into the afterlife and whatever realm that may have been, they might have been earthbound for a while in reflection, and just like what dreams may come, they were painting this particular picture, and there is a canoe in there as well. But I come back even in this space, sages, to this wooden bridge, rope bridge maybe. Anywho, they reached the light. They have reached their peace. They are like hands in. They reached it. That's wonderful. It's a really nice feeling if anyone did lose anybody. They kind of worked through their own demons. And sages, maybe this is something that you can relate to. If you yourself didn't lose somebody to such, maybe you can relate in some aspect. There's again that bridge of something. What is this? What am I seeing? Okay, I'm seeing wandering on the aura of sages here, Sagittarius. Very, very tall, long being that has massive wingspan and flippers. I feel like the flippers are in quicksand. Interesting to say such a thing. Oh, this might be something that you're attaching your emotions to help make it manifest, because you may resonate with the quicksand feeling, and that is one rabbit hole. And I feel like you're working through that because there's gold all down in and around here. So if you are feeling like, if here's that tall being, whoop, the flippers and the wingspan. Span. You're working through it because you're doing, it's like there's I have a handle on it. I have a handle on it. But I need this space to do the thing. It's almost like if you were at home or something and you have a home office, or maybe a space that you do something that's set aside. Could even be of the mind, but this is where that happens. Like, I know when I'm closed off, I'm not actually closed off, and being honest. Yeah, being honest. Because you're building some sort of peace. Maybe it's even forgiveness, if I may, sages. If it's not an actual person that passed, in reflection of, like visiting their space or in meditation or contemplation, or you go spiritually to visit them and they visit you, like your understanding of this conscious connection. Yeah, because there's white in there. And it's like you go deep within yourself to meet the spirits who also have met their depths, right? Like there's this respect about it. But for some reason, privacy is a big deal. Don't worry about if these cards are upside down because I didn't check them. There's harmony. So you have honesty and harmony coming through, both with these white horse unicorns. Something's being uncovered, sages. There is even a chance that if you're working with spirit, like something, your gift, your intuition, your sight, your, even not to keep it in that context, but whatever you do for a career, like something is unfolding. And if there is a kink met along the way, it's worth pausing and looking at. Just take a look at it. The repair is possible if someone's asking. The repair is possible. Partnership and travel. Yeah, you are traveling with to meet this astral traveling, perhaps. Consciousness traveling through that higher self to human. Partnership, business, relationship, whatever the case may be, you're traveling and you meet there. And you meet. I feel like you converse quite naturally there, as though no time has passed. The density of being human to higher self and anything in between is it's irrelevant. It's, I don't know, just happy. You're happy to connect with each other and talk. Something about added protection when you're there, like you feel well. Okay, I'm gonna keep. Sorry, sages. This is deep. This is like completely the astral auras coming through, and the afterlife atmosphere. And again, if that is, it's not your scry story. It's not your scry story, and that's okay. But in other aspects, it could be what you're doing in the dream state. It could be what you're doing when you're connected to consciousness and consciously, even subconsciously, because you're doing something with a lot of sidebars. It's gaining momentum. It's gaining momentum. Highly protected. It's almost like I'm seeing a being in a tree trunk. Like with the whole flippers and the wingspan. Or, even earth and water. Got a little bit of a growl there. I see a little bit of a growl. Almost like vigilante kind of style. I don't know if something has happened, sages, where, or maybe just part of your personality. Do the right thing. Do the right thing, no matter how tough it is. Because you're tough. Sages got toughness. All right, I'm going to start getting ready to close out here for the sages and then get to your copper coin. So thank you so much for being with me. It's my honor. Grateful. Like, share, subscribe. Links below to help a gal grow. The sage is working all through. I don't know if it's actual earthling people and or spirits, but like reaching out for you. Like you might be in this wingspan flipper thing, very, very grounded. You might actually be tall, but if you're not physically expressed as tall, your energy is a light. You are a beam. Maybe you're a light worker, or like I said, whether lawyer keeps coming through as well. So I don't know if there's some sort of justice in and around something. But you do the right thing. You do the right thing. You grab hold of things and you take care of business. Okay, we have Orca here. Song lines. Sorry. Honeybee, reciprocity. Bison, ritual. And sea otter, transformation. Okay, give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here. Okay, thank you. This reciprocity, the honeybee, I want to slide in there. this human to higher self, this gut instinct, your intuition, your intellect and intuition with the bridge, that wavering rope bridge is the imagination. And they're flowing between the two. Sorry, I feel like I have a hair on my nose. They're flowing between the two. They are working together for the right thing. Whatever's right to you. Whatever you're putting effort towards, whatever you're doing in this office or in these moments, it's powerful. It's powerful because it has purpose and meaning for you. And the song lines of the orca, I place them in here. Like though that painting, the acrylic painting, somebody really, really might be communicating with spirits in their sleep. High frequency. If somebody has passed, and others that have passed. This could even be like channeling, or there's another word. Prophetic dreams. I'm going to write that down because I won't remember that later when I come back to this. You might be having prophetic dreams. And this is like your spirits of those past that are coming to help you transform. It's like they come in, see like that fish up there, or the sea otter. Okay, whatnot. And I want to close out this version of the reading with the bison and the ritual. And I'm going to slide this card in right there. Look at that. The honor, the strength to look at whether this is like there's a big bison and maybe a baby bison, maybe it's male and female, maybe it's intellect and intuition, maybe it's job and companionship. I can apply any polarity. That's not the point, but the honor of doing what's right for you without necessarily punishing others if they don't see the same way. You might even be a shaman. Sorry, prophetic dreams and shaman. Or shaman. Okay. Yes. Remember when I was seeing that being in the tree? I want to plop the two bisons right in there. Oh, it's fantastic. There's that water, that emotions. This very teal blue. You're painting perspective. You're painting almost like you're painting prophecies. And if there is somebody in spirit that you are missing, you do communicate with them. And maybe you're bringing that closer and closer to the surface to feel it more tangibly, to hold memories upon waking, or this, that, or maybe you just don't want to think you're crazy when you're talking to them. Like you're talking to no one. If you're in the car, and talk to them. It's beautiful. Okay, sages, we're going to grab your coin. For simplicity's sake, we will utilize heads as your emblem and tails as the zodiac. If you want to take the map there, if you want to take a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, ask your question, or prepare your question for the sages. And as we all know, the coin flip reveals your reaction, which is truly the response, the right response. All right, sages. We have a no. All right, we have a no. May that help, may that reveal, and add to your reflections. And until next time, thank you again for being my muse. It is my honor. For Scrying.